We're supporting youth on climate innovation and action on gender equality and social inclusion in our climate work. And I'm delighted to have youth representatives here today.
I'd like now to turn to the youth of Nepal. The people with grey hair in the audience will know that climate change is an issue that is affecting them now but won't affect them for too long in the future. But for the younger people in the audience, they're the people who are really going to suffer if we don't get a deal and climate change continues at its current pace.
It gives me immense pleasure to actually invite 3 women delegates who are traveling to COP26 to represent Nepal's youth.
We urge the leaders to educate everyone about climate change, especially the young people, about climate change and its impact, so that young people will replicate this knowledge to the local peoples in the ground who are the direct victims of climate change. More than 40% of populations in Nepal are indigenous peoples, and because they are vulnerable, they are the leaders of climate action because they have no option but to develop adaptation strategies that are nature friendly and economical, which is a win-win approach. So we urge the leaders to recognize the indigenous and local people's knowledge and practices and to incorporate them in every policy makings and every initiatives taken to mitigate climate change.
Agriculture, the backbone of our country, where around 66.67% people are dependent on farming. More than 50% farmers are female farmers who are more prone to be affected due to climate disasters since they are the ones who are more exposed to environmental activities. Unfortunately, policymakers and academics are invisible towards their contributions. As a result, though they are the ones who are working the most in the field, but they are neglected, and their contributions are also neglected by the policy makers. So they are financially dependent on male members of the family, as well as they are the one getting affected due to the climate disaster. So it's a high time that we need to bring the women voice at the central policy level.
Young women are not only ones who are affected by climate change, they are also the most important players in the fight against climate change. We are majority of the population, and we are educated, we are aware, and we are united. In every decisions you make, we are watching you in order to make you accountable and responsible. We are innovator, entrepreneurs, and we could be a change maker. But we are anxious that our future is frightening. We are confident that we can contribute to climate action, but we lack the platforms. We youth are seeking the participation in every discussion and decision-making processes. So we demand the inclusion of youth in all the aspects of climate change discussion and decisions, right from the planning to follow-up.
Nepal has prepared a well-articulated COP26 status paper to define Nepal's position in different agenda items. An inclusive and multi-stakeholder process was adopted to prepare all those documents to internalize the principle of leave no one behind.
I request all the members from civil society, youth and media to support the Nepal's agenda with common voice in COP26, including and sharing our experience and learning on climate change and the work that we have been done in Nepal. Climate change knows no borders, and it is going to impact all the sector.
We hope COP26 will open doors for mountain issues. Nepal has already joined the adaptation action coalition and will be signing for the forest and land use declaration at COP26. We are also considering joining the gender initiative, which is very important for my ministry.
COP26 will be a platform to voice our issue and secure the support needed, and I request all the participants to profile Nepal in your capacities.
Nepal has a compelling case, so I would encourage the delegation going to COP to use COP26 as a platform to set out your stall. Finally, I want to wish the delegation leaving for the UK the very best of luck.